morning and welcome to Eternity Speaks. I'm your host, Reverend Bill Eggleston. I hope that everyone has had a great week and is doing well. I'd like to apologize here. I'm a little stuffed up again. I ran out of allergy meds, and well, if I took Benadryl, that'd be a whole different show because I'd be asleep. Um, anyway, today I'd like to talk about the importance of protecting our children and preparing them for the road ahead. We've all heard that expression, the children are our future. It's become a big cliche. You even say the children are, and people can just finish the sentence for you. But if you really think about the meaning behind that expression and the gravity of those words, you should be very humbled because in reality, the future of our planet and humanity itself really does depend on our children. It's important to remember also that our children choose our nursing home. Let's not forget about that one. But seriously, these days children are under constant attack from every conceivable angle. Whether it's confusing advertisements on television or dangerous internet challenges, we all remember those Tide Pods. Uh, Online predators, or even their own parents. Yes, I said it. Even their own parents. It's sad, but it's very true uh, because in reality, we as parents are the most influential people in a young child's life. We're there from day one, so everything they learn up until they graduate high school, or most everything they learn, is from us. And until they enter school, we're all they have. So every time we talk to each other, or the television shows we watch and the music we listen to, that all influences our children. Uh, we teach them to speak, we teach them to walk, and we instill our values in them. They watch every move and listen to every word we say. Uh, Remember, children really are like little sponges. They absorb everything. They emulate what they see and what they hear. So with that in mind, if we're constantly complaining about our jobs or how miserable our lives are, then that's what they think the world is going to be like. If we're constantly fighting with our spouse, they will think that's how relationships are supposed to work. Uh, However, the opposite is also true. If we speak to one another with respect and understanding and love for each other, that also has a lasting impact. If we do all that we can do to find the good and the beauty in every situation, they will do the same. If we show love for God and praise Him openly, then they're likely to do the same. We all dream of a better world and a better life for our children. Some may think that this is an impossible dream, but it's not. It's up to us to be the example for our children. If we want a better world for our children, that dream starts at home. Uh, Make a conscious decision today to be the difference. Teach your children everything that you can about how we're supposed to act as adults, about how they're supposed to speak to one another. Teach them to know and love and rely on God. Uh, Teach them the stories. Sit and watch watch television with them. Watch out for where they're where they are on the internet. Mind the TV shows that they're watching, and the cartoons. And cartoons are getting really weird. They're not, they're not the way they used to be. Bugs Bunny's gone. Okay, it's not the way we grew up as adults. Uh, there's some really weird cartoons out there. You gotta pay attention to those. They kind of scare me a little, honestly. Uh, but it's important to give them that solid foundation at home. Set a good example by minding your words and actions. Say good morning. Uh, Greet them as you would anyone else. Say I love you. Tell them you're proud of them. Even when they know that you're proud, say it anyway. Never assume that your children know. Well, they know I love them. Tell them. It's one thing to know that you're loved, and it's another thing to hear it. And that makes a big difference. Uh, Teach them to say their prayers at night and turn their problems over to God at the end of the day. Set them up for success. Don't give them the answers, but teach them to find the answers on their own. It's far more important to know. Nobody knows all the answers. Uh, it's more important, in my opinion, at least, to know how to find the answer than it is to have the answer, because that answer might change. It's not always the same. Different things happen, and you get the picture. Uh, be the example. Uh, Teach them to value life. Teach them to value good friendship. Teach them to love one another, and teach them to understand the importance of that phrase that you hear every week, and we're always saying, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." That's really one of the most important messages that you could get. Um, they're words to live by. Teach them to be the example for their own children. Our children are the most important resource we have. They really are the future, and it's up to us not to fail them. We need to set them up for success and give them the tools that they need to be good humans. Um, and all that, like I said, starts at home. The better you teach your children now, the better adults they're going to be in the future, and the better off the world is going to be. So, with that being said, I'd like to turn the show over to Barry and our special guest, Archangel Michael.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody has the greatest doubts when we channel with the archangels. We've done it many times. We've channeled probably with 7 different archangels now. Since we have over 300 videos up on YouTube. So we've channeled with a lot of different spirits. And let's say you cannot possibly be doing this. Well, an angel is just a different type of Holy Spirit. It's just simply a different energy. And I assure you we are. And I can tell you, Michael's standing here right now, and he's ready to speak. So let's get on with it.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I truly would like to tell you that archangels exist. I am one. I've been around forever. And forever is a long time. And as Barry said, we are truly a different type of holy energy. We have served God since creation. We are a universal energy. We have the ability to do things that other holy energies cannot do. When God created the galaxy and the universe, he realized that different types of energies were required. Soul energies, of which you are, were a type of energy. They were a basic energy that needed to learn lessons. They needed to live different incarnate lives on different planets, on Earth, wherever. But there had to be a type of energy that did not have to learn lessons. There always had to be energies that were teachers. Soul energies were students, and angel energies are teachers. They try to guide you. Now, I specifically try to help protect individuals. I can protect them from evil energies, but there's only so much I can do. For instance, I cannot protect you from yourself. If you have an evil soul energy, I can't protect you from that. I can try to guide you, but each soul has got to make their own decisions. No one can make those special decisions for you. If you don't believe in God, then you've made a very bad decision. God truly exists. You hear this every week. Every time Barry brings you a message, he tells you this. You have to make the individual decision to understand and love God. It is the simplest decision you can ever make. Once you have the true faith of God in your heart, then you will be amazed at how all of the holy energies that are on the other side can help you. You can ask them for guidance. You can ask for protection. When you ask to be protected from evil and you have the love of God in your heart, I can help you. Now, it's not real easy being an angel. Some believe in us, some don't. Some laugh at the idea that you can be hearing from an angel. Well, it is a unique opportunity. We decided that it was time that people could truly understand and listen to the messages of the angels. I know that Barry's recorded many of them, and they're all available for somebody to go listen to, should you care to, because they're all really good information. Now, as I said, we all have different jobs, or shall we say occupations, on this side. Humans are brought back with a clean slate. They have no evil when they're born. They are simply God's miracle creation. There are many people that try to eliminate that creation before they're born, but that's another story. We've spoken to you about that. I wish that I could do more to protect the unborn in the womb. I try to influence parents not to take their lives, but sadly, many still do. I cannot protect that baby from their parents. Think about that for a minute. The parents have their own free will, and they think it's their right to take a life. Well, it's not, but it's a sad way. Hopefully, there'll be a time that humans truly understand that the taking of any life is not God's teaching. As I said earlier, there are many things from which I can protect you. Once you have the love of God in your heart, and you have the faith that I can protect you, then I can do wonders. If you don't have the faith, then I can do less. I can try to influence you. I can try to show you that what you may consider a miracle can happen. A miracle is a product of God. God can create miracles. When Jesus walked the earth, he was God incarnate, and he truly could do miracles. He can do miracles through individuals. When Barry uses the ability to heal, he does it through a prayer. God gave him a special prayer. That prayer directs the healing energy of God. We can do things we have the ability to direct the energies of God. But understand that all things come through God. Many humans think that they're so smart that they can do much. Oh, they've learned their technologies and they have their little cell phones. None of that could have happened without the energy of God. He gave the individuals that invented those wonderful technological tools the ability to learn. From what they learned, they created. Once you learn the energy of God, you can create as well. God wants you to create charity and happiness for others. You see, it is all a chain reaction, but it all ties back to God. He created humans. That's how it all began. If he had decided that there was no need for humans, you would not be sitting there playing with your cell phones. Understand the true relationship, and that is that all things are a blessing of God. Now, those individuals that don't believe in God certainly don't think like that because they're much too smart. Oh, they're studied. They know that God cannot be proven. But in their stupidity, they cannot understand that all things that are around them are the blessing of God. You see, sometimes education brings about stupidity. Why do you think that all things have to be proven? The most important thing in life is faith. There are things that you just simply have to have faith in. I want you to understand the simplicity of having faith in God. It is the simplest thing you can ever do. You just simply believe. Once you believe, you will look at things differently. You will look at the beauty that God created on this planet. You will look at the incredible miracle of a newborn baby. How do you think anyone could create the process of forming a human life from two cells? Think about that. Think about the complexity of creating a human baby and the simplicity of having faith that that is a miracle of God. Complexity can lead to simplicity. Now, I know they don't teach you that in school, but take time to listen to some of the things that we tell you. We always speak the truth. When you love God, there's no reason to lie. Why would you? You are speaking about an energy that is spectacular. Many people think that the creation of wealth is something that they've done on their own. God blesses you in decision making. We help guide you in your decisions. We help guide you along your path of life. When you are blessed to obtain great wealth. It is, and I'm going to use a strong word, an obligation to use that wealth to help others in need. There are individuals given life plans of need. There are individuals given life plans of wealth. Think about how you can obtain an equality of giving those a need. Maybe you weren't expecting an angel to speak like this to you. Well, surprise. All we are trying to do is to lead you on your life plan, to bring you to God, and to have you understand the simplicity of faith. Once you understand the simplicity of faith, you will understand just how complicated the world around you truly is through the blessings of God. So that is my little message for today, and I thank you for allowing me to come through to speak to you. I hope that you truly believe that you are listening to the words of an angel, because you are. In the coming weeks, you will have messages from other Holy Spirits, and some of our angel friends will come through to speak as well, except all of them. They speak the truth. You're not going to hear any advice that will lead you astray. So thank you for listening on this morning, on this beautiful morning. Whatever it is, if it's raining, snowing, whatever, that's a blessing of God. Everything is intertwined in the complexities of the way God created. And it's the way he wants it. So thank you for listening. Have faith in God, and all will be well. Goodbye.
There we go.
Another really good message, but they all are.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to hear from one of the disciples we've never heard from before. We're going to have St. Philip come through.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. Never had the opportunity to speak to him, but I know it's going to be great.
Absolutely.
So enjoy your week.
You too.
And have faith in God. I know that's what we all speak about. I'll see you next week.
All righty. Well, there you have it. A great message from Archangel Michael. I'll tell you, when he kind of caught me by surprise, I was playing on my phone, and he said something about you're sitting there playing on your phone, and I stopped and I looked up. I was like, ooh, I shut that off and better start paying attention. I was checking on emails, but anyhow, what he was saying about being more involved in what's going on around you, and learning to see the beauty in the world and understand the meaning behind all of that. Uh, you know, we're always looking for proof, like he was saying, proof of God, proof of the sky's blue, proof of everything. And when it comes down to it, if you want proof of God, just take a deep breath, go outside, look at the trees. There's your proof. Look at your children. There's your proof. We're not here by accident. Uh, the scientists will tell you that the world all came to be for everything was just happened to be in the right place, the right time, and the cells came together. They've all got a different way of explaining it, but in reality, that sort of complex thing that doesn't just happen. That's a plan. There's a reason for it, and God is that reason. That's why we're here. We're here to learn and to experience everything, and and to just to be there for one another and live in harmony and turn our problems over to him and just just be happy. Emulate that love that we have for one another, that we have for him, and just be that every day. Be that example for our children. Be that example for each other. That's what it's all about. Uh, you know, we we all have a well, most of us have a cell phone. We have a that's like our lifeline to the world. Everything goes through that. I forgot my phone at home the other day, and I was beside myself at work. I couldn't check my emails. I couldn't get any text messages. It was a nightmare all day. I didn't realize how much I depend on this. Uh, Everything from keeping track of what I'm supposed to be doing and reminders and all that sort of thing, all my alarms and everything. I almost clocked out late because I rely on my phone to tell me when it's time to clock out. So, but if you think about that, if we had that same, if we put that same energy into depending on God and depending on one another, then think about how much better off we would be. If you're going to be on your phone anyway, why not set your background to something that kind of grounds you? You know, something that brings you back to the reality of God and love, and just put that on your background. Put something that'll remind you of hey, I'm alive today, and that's because I was, you know, that's because of God. You know, we're all here for a reason, and sometimes we need to be reminded of what that reason is. Uh, Use your phone. I know as odd as that sounds, and that's what really stuck with me on this one because, like I said, I was looking at my phone when he said you sitting there playing on your phone. I was like, oh, I shut it off and I started listening and really paying attention. But if you're going to be on your phone anyway, use it to your advantage. Uh, Set a reminder to take a deep breath and pause and say a prayer, or to thank God for everything that you have in your life. Uh, you're going to have your phone anyway. Use it for good things besides just surfing Facebook and watching videos. Uh, so, like we always say, you know, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Love one another, take care of one another, and just be that example for your children. Be that example for each other, and that's it. That's all I've got. So, God bless, and have a great week.